While in New York, we decided to do a civil rights tour with Harlem Heritage Tours. It's only right to do a history tour, a Black history tour in Harlem, because Harlem is the mecca of Black culture. Everyone knows this. Entertainers, movies, stars, all stars right here in Harlem, so why not? Our tour starts at the tour office, and our guide is going through the history of Harlem, how Harlem started off as a suburb to Manhattan for wealthy white people, and then the Great Migration happens. A lot of Black people are moving to Harlem. We go through the Harlem Renaissance, and then we get to the Civil Rights era where Malcolm X has now come to Harlem. He has rallied the Black people. He started several chapters, and now he has been assassinated.
Again, like I mentioned to you, tumultuous times. By 65, Malcolm has been killed. Difficult times. By 66, 67, 68, Great Migration in place. 68, Dr. King killed. Now, unfortunately, Malcolm gone, Dr. King gone. By the 1970s, a walk into Harlem is not in anybody's mind. People are thinking, I gotta run through Harlem if I come to visit. 1971, 72, now popular culture is abound. And movies and TV shows and songs have been made that make this area here very popular. Tennessee, Nashville's best, baby. Nashville's best, baby. Leon out of Nashville, the Nash.
Oh, right.
And now the way you play, and now something's gonna come up, and you're gonna get a name out of it. Like you're gonna become Nash. The Black Nash. The Black Nasty Nash with it. The Black Nasty Nash, baby. You have to be a good player.
Black Nasty Nash. Oh.
You become the Black Nasty Nash. And you come in, now you got Nikes all. It's your problem. And nowadays when I walk through, we have this coming together. I think about this idea is coming to pass.
This is Temple 7, one of the chapters that Malcolm X founded. After he was assassinated, his followers went to the top of this building and blew off the top of the building. A lot of buildings in this area are named after Malcolm X because he was a prominent figure.
The upper class white community before we came, you had grand apartment buildings like that was being built.
It was interesting to find out that Harlem was built for wealthy white people, and you could tell the difference in Harlem as a borough versus other places because there's lush greens everywhere, beautiful apartment buildings, tall apartment buildings, beautiful brownstones, and you can definitely tell the difference between Harlem and some other places in New York.
Cocaine and so part of the Chris Rock is on crack cocaine and Wesley Snipes playing Nino Brown and the guy who's the advocate for tenant rights in the building and he wants to get the drugs out and next thing you know they cut to the scene, the guy has no clothes, he has a big gun and then you got living. I mean, when you see a film like that, you expect a certain scene. And the reality is that if you stay here long enough, you're going to see Dan Ross coming in and out. You're going to see Elder Coleman Road coming in and out. You're going to see people that work downtown, black professionals and white professionals coming in and out. But at the same time, you still have some social decay in Harlem. Because across the street, there's a park that they honor the history of Harlem and Black America through the music. It's going to be a lot of, you sort of see it on TV, a lot of talk about like, living just and Curtis Mayfield and Wake Up Everybody. Paul was known for that kind of music, but also known for jazz music here. Mintons Playhouse, birthplace of bebop jazz. Imagine downtown jazz musicians playing standard jazz music, sheet music, standard jazz music. Then many of them want to be improvisational. They want to play music how they feel at the moment. And so then they bring improvisation to jazz downtown, but people appreciate it. A guy named Henry Mitten says, come to Harlem. We'll make this improvisational jazz music capital. Now you got musicians coming in. You play your song, however you want to play it, don't stop. She's going to jump in for her own version of it. And he jumps in, and now you have this improvisational mix of musicians, and you couldn't make no sense, but that is the whole thing. That's what makes it make sense. And bebop is the kind of the genre jazz that's called the
It was hard to call this a civil rights tour because he actually just gave us history of Harlem, and it was just awesome to be a part of it because our tour guide was so animated and he's a Harlem native. Tip: anytime you want to take a cultural tour, try to find a tour that's from a native, because they know the area, they know the history, they've learned about the history in school, and they've done their research. It's not going to be a gentrified type of tour.
1944 to 1970, one of the most impactful congressmen on Capitol Hill. Now imagine, after being in Congress some 20 years, he did become chairman of the Committee for Education and Labor. Chairman of the Committee for Education and Labor. Your state education program, me and my state school, several of them.
In total, this tour took about an hour of our time. It's about a 2-mile walk. And we ended at the Apollo Theater, which, if you don't know about the Apollo Theater, you definitely got to do your research. This is the Black Mecca right here alone for Black entertainment. You come to the Apollo Theater to get your stripes. Literally, every famous Black entertainer has come through the Apollo Theater. If you're coming to New York, definitely put the Harlem Heritage Tours on your schedule. They offer multiple tours on their website, from walking tours to civil rights tours to gospel tours. Definitely check them out. I will link their website down in the description. As always, thank you for watching my videos. Definitely hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. See you in the next video.